Like I think the whole mask and glove thing makes sense in theory. Like I know the government wants you to wear a mask, and I've heard of people that are not wearing masks being mask shamed
Yeah.
into wearing a mask. But then I was at the grocery store, people are taking off their masks, touching fruit, touching whatever, putting the mask on with gloves. It's a complete and utter mess. It's a false sense of security. So,
Well, I'll tell you,
yep.
I wore my mask for the first time the other day. So my wife sewed me a mask, and I took it with me like 5 times and forgot to put it on.
Right.
The other day, I actually had it on when I went to the grocery store, and it is the most uncomfortable thing in the world to have. You have to wear it so it covers your nose, right?
Yes.
So I warn you, make sure you have gum with you, because if you've eaten anything that has some spices or some garlic or some onions, and you got to breathe that stuff back into your own nose, thank God there was gum in the car, man. And then you're walking up and down the aisles, and then the cashier asked me something because I bought all these different peppers, and they didn't all have the little sticker on it, so she didn't know what they were. So I'm trying to explain to her what these ones are. I felt like I was muffled as I'm talking through this mask. She didn't have a mask on. So finally, I just pulled the stupid thing down, and I started talking to her like normal. But it takes a lot of getting used to.
I think it makes it for a mask if you're like out for a run or a walk, but to function day to day.
Why are you wearing it for a run?
I've seen people. Dude, I saw it this morning. It's 40 degrees outside. Someone was running, and these runners. Like I was out early this morning. These runners are insane. It's just the sprinting, and I tried to run. I'm trying to do like a minute on, an hour off, and I ran for a minute. Like my shirt, I couldn't stop sweating. I'm like, I must stop before I dehydrate and die. But runners are, I saw one today wearing a full mask and gloves while running today.
Aren't you walking by yourself? Like I run by myself.
No, because when you run, so here anywhere, you run on the sidewalk and then you get up. If you see someone, you go on the road. Like it's a whole, or you go on someone's grass. It's a whole thing to keep your social distance.
I do, but I still don't see the point of wearing the mask.
Yeah,
I'm running by myself.
I agree.
Like
now back to employers, because we could talk about us for days. But to employers, though, like are employers going to implement? If you are working in X kind of environment, having a mask on all day?
Yeah, there's some that are, especially like landscapers right now. Anyone that's sharing vehicles, they have company cars. Yeah, it's recommended that they should be in there. They should be sanitizing the equipment or the vehicle as they exit it, and as they come back in, sanitize it again. Put the masks on. Because again, how's a landscaping company going to social distance their workers, right? 6 feet apart when they only have one company car. So the government hasn't come down yet saying that you can't do that. We advise that if the opportunity is there, to try to have your staff go in separate vehicles. Some are implementing that. Someone takes their own personal vehicle, and the companies are reimbursing for kilometers. But then you got a whole new kettle of fish now. What happens if that employee gets in a car accident while they're working in their own personal car? So there's a lot of moving parts going on. But again, it all comes back to you just want to make sure you have as much documentation and as much measures in place that in the onus if something happens, the business owner can say, I've done my due diligence, right? I've done what I can, right? People that share office spaces with lunches, they're doing staggered lunch breaks now. Some have taken out the coffee makers in the thing because maybe you're not properly washing your coffee cups. How many people are allowed in elevators? I'll be honest, if you ask me, I think a lot of this stuff is just overboard. I'm at the point now where it's too much and it's changing all the time, but it's things that business owners need to start thinking about. And again, the biggest thing is you got to have the stuff in place before your staff come back.